Yo, what up YouTube? It's Bryce, and I'm going to be showing you guys my, budget gadget deck for the new format. And I took this deck to my locals last week, went 3-1, although I swear I was 4-0 when I played 4 games with the last guy, but whatever. Anyway, getting the deck. I don't run the Gear Gigant guy, because I don't have them, and they're too expensive in my opinion, so I think the deck performs just well without it, but anyway, let's get to the deck. We play that one main deck Thunder King, answer opponent Thunder Kings, and also just stop stuff. Pretty much staple this format. 2, if not at least 1, but yeah. 2 Cyber Dragons. This is amazing. It's not only a machine, but it just baits out back row. It's dumb. It's kind of like an MST that can also attack for 2100 sometimes if they don't have back row. So it's just busted. Plus it's a level 5, so you can synchro with it and stuff. Or make Chimera Tech in the mirror. It's just good to have it main deck, basically. We run the 6 gadgets. I don't play Ultimate Offering or anything, so we just run the 6. We run 3 Fortress. I don't see how people run 2, because ideally you're always going to be wanting to pitch Fortress and Fortress for Fortress. So yeah, we run the triple Fortress. Triple gear frame, that is completely standard. And over here we have my tech, Birdman. I love it in the deck. I can't imagine playing the deck without Birdman anymore. I've ran this since it came out. I was excited for this card to come out. And then it's a machine, it's a tuner. You can just bounce your gadgets or gear frames and reuse the search with him, so that's good. And then you can just, like you already have one on board, then you just bounce it for Birdman, Special Birdman, you re-summon it, get your search again with like a gear frame, and then you just nuke the field with Black Rose, and then you summon a fortress because you then searched 2 fortresses. It's too good. In my first 2 matches last week, literally every game I made a synchro. So it's like, yeah, white cards, man, white cards. What up, Dow? And then we play Machina Cannon, the replacement for Machina Force. Basically, this card allows you to run 3 Monster Born for your fortress. It's pretty broke, actually. You just keep whipping it out. They warning your fortress. Fortress is almost like Grapha. You don't warning it because that's just a waste of 2,000 life points. But yeah, and then also this card, you can just throw it up in defense and it tanks with 2200 defense if you're that desperate. I actually did that and came back by he couldn't get over it because he was playing a stun deck and he couldn't get over 22. But yeah, we also play that 1 Gores, obviously, because unless you are running continuous traps, your stuff's probably going to die. Heavy as a card. And also, yeah, basically it's Gores. 2 Duality, because Duality's at 2. Does not really conflict with the special summoning or the Thunder King. It's just too good. Basically, you need a gadget or a gear frame first turn, so you run that Duality. 2 Fissure. These are Hobby League, and so are my gadgets. And basically, that is why I play the Fissure over the Smashing, just so that I can play the Hobby League gadgets and not have them clog. It works. It works, basically. So if you guys are building the deck and you don't have Hobby League gadgets, definitely Smashing Grounds instead, but yeah, plus it's Fissure. You get to troll a little bit because it's Fissure. Then the 2 MSTs, I like 2 main deck. 3 to me is too many. That's preference, I guess. Mind Control, 2 busted. You make rank 4s all day, or you synchro with your Birdman, or their tuner, I guess. And then Limiter, this card is broke. Fortress and Gear Frame plus Limiter is game, and some people don't know that until it's too late, so you just smack them. Actually, we still have these staple spells over here. I forgot to put them over here. So we got the Heavy, the Dark Hole, and the Reborn. We actually run 3 of this card, but it's still pretty broke. Anyway, onto the traps. We play the 2 Torrential, because this is like running 3 Dark Hole almost. Like, this card is broke. I don't see how you can only run 1 of that. And then the 2 main deck Bottomless. It's pretty standard nowadays, but I've been playing the 2 main deck Bottomless even before Priority left. And then the 2 Solemn Warnings. This is less standard nowadays, but this is a control-based deck, so I think they definitely belong here still. Just too good. So much response to summon. You just don't let them get stuff on the board and poke them for 12 to 14 every turn. A couple other traps. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Deep Prison. Only 1 Deep Prison mainly because I am at college and only had 1 with me. But the Mirror Force is alright, but I don't want to play 2. I might honestly take Mirror Force out for D-Prison, but I like both, so I'm a little bit torn. I don't know what to do. Then the Starlight, just because Stardust, like if Starlight goes off, it's basically game. It's just an alternate win condition. Like you already have some stuff on board, and Torrential, Mirror Force, Dark Hole, Heavy, all cards it's good against basically. So yeah, you just flip the Starlight, you bring out Stardust, and you basically win. And then one Solemn, I'm not a big fan of this card. I use it more offensively than defensively, like just ensure my plays go off, so I might as well run 7 tools, but at the same time, can act as a replacement Starlight if I don't have the Starlight and I want to set a lot. But yeah, that's the main deck, guys. Let's go to the side deck. A little bit in progress right here. The other Thunder King, basically, so that we have access to 2 if I feel it's necessary. Morphing Jar, this is basically for Exodia, because you can't really side cards for Exodia other than, I guess, Royal Decree. And if you flip a Morphing Jar when they have a piece in their hand, then you win. There's no way for them to come back from that, so that's why that's in there. Hun actually got it off on me. I was playing the Piper deck. This is in tournament, by the way. Hun was playing this deck. I was playing the Piper deck. Hun flipped the Morphing Jar, and I tried playing it out. It was stupid, though, because I had no way to win. And then we play the 1 Reaper, 1 Jellin duo. This is a little bit experimental, because I kind of want to see which I'd rather side in. So far I've been picking Jellin duo just because it's level 4 and it goes with the deck. But Reaper's also good because it pokes cards, and it's a level 3. So both of their levels are good, so they're both just good cards. You guys can choose. You probably have Reapers and not these, so just 2 Reaper. 2 Crow, because we can't play Macro in this deck, but this acts as a kind of a bad version of Macro Cosmos for us, basically. 2 Dyna, this poops on everything, especially Heretics. You just summon this on Heretics, they can't do anything to get over it other than Lance with the one that they can normal. But yeah. Dyna just poops on everything, so put that in there. You could make this like Thunder Kings or whatever you really want, I guess. 2 Kinetic, this is for Sams and Heroes because I expected them both to be big, and so far they've been good. We started the Mirror Force just because I figured Mirror Force was at 2, and like, how are you going to not play 2 Mirror Force if there are 2? But I never sided it in, and I'm just thinking Mirror Force at 2 is not going to be that relevant, guys, but still be aware. Watch out for it and stuff. This could be a rivalry of Warlords or Shadow Imprisoning or something better, basically, than the other chaps. I feel this is definitely a side deck staple, Chain Disappearance, because if this hits something, it hits it hard. So I can't imagine a side without that, basically. And then 2 Gozen Match. Rivalry is good too, so you could try to put Rivalry and Gozen both in, but Gozen Match is really good against like windups, for example. Sams also, whereas Rivalry does not hit Sams. This is pretty good against Heroes also. It's just Gozen Match is a good card. This is the bottom line, but so is Rivalry of Warlords, and so is Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I would have that in here for something like that, and try to take out one other card. Because Shadow Imprisoning is too good, I think, this format, because Dark Worlds are a good deck. And you run the back row to deal with the Grapha. It's just you gotta not get it popped. What up, down? And then on to the extra deck. We play 1 Zen Mains just because it's the best rank 3, and if we were going to make a rank 3 with Mind Control or Reborn and a Birdman, we're going to go for the best one, which is this one. And then the rank 4 staples, basically. Maestro poops on a lot of stuff. Post Up, too. The Butterfly just poops on Reaper and cards like it. Utopia, just pretty much a staple rank 4. And then we play the Mind Control and Space is not tight, so we play the Utopia Array. And we also have the Secret Gemnite Pearl in there, beat over Stardust and stuff, which is still a card. And then we have the rank 7s that you commonly go into with Birdman. Ancient Fairy Dragon's a good card, there's just usually not space, so that's good. You just ass up on it too, it's 3,000, they can't get over it. You get out Shadow Imprisoning, and then this card, Dark Worlds, can't win, basically. Black Rose poops on everything, literally everything, it blows up the field. Gen X Ally Triforce, this is a Gajilotron Dragon, so if you're Fear in the back row, they either have to have the Bottomless or the Torrential to stop you, the D-Prison or Mirror Force can't, basically. So you get it out, and then you just keep poking for 25, play the slow game, it's a good card. This card wins games. Plus, people won't know it, you bring it out, it's DT Ultra, so you look more legit. But yeah. We run the Beret just to switch stuff to defense, beat over it, 26. Too good, too good. And then I guess the scrap archery for the exact same reason. If you literally need 27 to beat over something opposed to 26, and space is not too tight, so you guys could make this a Gaia night or something if you really want to have access to a 6. And then we play the Scrap Dragon for Starlight Road, as well as if you can make it with Cyber Dragon and Birdman. And then the Scrap Dragon, I think I said Scrap Dragon, but I meant Stardust. And then Scrap Dragon, you make it with Cyber Dragon and Birdman. I did that once the other day, and just won with that, so that's good. And then we run the 2 Chimera Tech, because once again, space is not tight in this extra deck. And we main deck the 2 Cyber Dragons, so we want to scoop up our opponent's stuff in the mirror match, because this deck is probably going to be even bigger now that it tops something. I don't know. Basically, Gear Gigantex or whatever is pretty an alright card. It's a really good card. I'm sorry, but I don't want to pay for it. Sorry for the lack of focus throughout this entire video, but you guys get the gist of it. And I guess the Power Rangers token is going to sign us out, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace.